Good morning, stock traders, and welcome back to Stock Traders Talk Radio. I'm your host, Stock Sumo. Thanks for joining us on this thrashing Thursday, August 2nd. You know what time it is, folks. It's time to top off your cup of coffee here with Stock Traders Talk Radio as we look through the market. So let's get ready to rock. Open up your charts, turn on those scanners, and fire up your trading accounts. Join us on this morning's program. We have Haas.
Good morning, Stock Sumo. How are you, bud?
Good morning, man. I'm doing really well. How's it going over there?
Oh, I'm doing all right. We've had a pretty stellar week as far as weather goes so far. So, believe it or not, I am scheduled to go golfing this weekend. So, I know it's only Thursday. Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Nice. It's been a while. It's been a while for you. I know you haven't been playing nearly as much as me.
Nope, I haven't been playing any sports lately. I've been slacking quite a bit. I've been too ingrained in the markets, man. This summer's been hot in the markets, and it's just, I don't know, I'm captivated. I like hanging out with you guys too much.
I'll tell you what, this has been like one summer like no other. Boy, this has been great. We've been having a lot of fun with some of these FDA plays, and we've been certainly finding our fair share of penny runners.
Oh, too. I mean, it's just been nuts. Even dabbling with options a little bit with you guys. I know I haven't made too many trades, but just watching it gets you excited.
Well, this was a very good week for me for the options. I have to say I'm learning a lot, and it seems like every week we get better and better. And it's all about that discipline. Discipline over conviction, as Siffy would say. I don't know if Siffy wants to join us on this morning's show. I know he's been really busy lately, and he's been making a lot of options trades. If he's out there and he wants to have time to join us, then he's more than welcome to join us. If not, we're just going to keep the ball rolling. I know you got to be excited. You're going to be starting your hockey back up.
Yeah, we actually start a league in, I think, November. But I got to get my legs back in shape, man. Being in hockey shape, it's like any other sport, you know. You can think you're in shape, but once you actually do sport-specific stuff, you start hurting.
Man, I'll tell you who's in shape. These Olympic athletes. Boy, have you been watching the Olympics?
Not a whole lot, no.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. You know, it only comes on every 2 years. You know, you get the winter every 4 years. You get the summer every 4 years. It's the Summer Olympics going on right now. Got some great sports. I was watching yesterday. I didn't even know this was a sport. Synchronized diving.
Was that you I was talking with you about that yesterday, or was that STT?
I was talking about it with STT. He didn't know it was a sport either, but boy, that was some. Did you see it?
No, I've seen it in the past though, so it's not new this year. But that's some crazy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, wow, that is tricky. That is some tough sport. These guys have to be so in tune with each other. It's like you almost have to read the person's mind that you're diving with because it's two of them. They go off at the same time, and they dive, make this huge dive, and it has to be like right in line with the other person that you're diving with. They got to match it up. That's why they call it synchronized. And some of the tricks that they're doing in these dives, they're doing like triple, quadruple flips, or I don't know what the terminology is, but I was very impressed with it, and it was good to see the U.S. up on the podium. They ended up making the bronze medal.
They should make it mandatory that only twins can participate in the sport. That's what I think. Fun to watch.
Yeah, so how many twins though are at that Olympic athlete level, man? I mean, it's rare to be a twin in the first place, and it's rare to be an Olympic athlete. You know, man, that'd be a very few and far between crowd.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
Good stuff.
So
what's
today, man?
I don't know. What do you got? What do you got cooking? You want to talk about something? I'd like to talk about one stock in particular that I've been following, and I'll let you bring up the news. I'm going to go to a chart. And This one that I'm talking about is IDOI. And last week, we saw a panic sell-off on some news of an investor supposedly trying to sue the company, but they're saying that they're wrongly accused in that news. Regardless, people panicked after a huge run-up. We were talking about it in the 40, 50 cent range and saw it go all the way up to 74 cents before that big drastic drop. And then the next day, it ended up dropping all the way to 23 cents. And look, this was the support level back here in June. So it came down, touched the support level, and now you're seeing a nice little bounce. We're seeing higher lows off of that support level, and yesterday broke through the moving averages, which was key. Hawks, do you want to bring up yesterday's news that they came out with post-market?
Sure, man. Ouch. Sorry, my elbow's running into things here. IDOI is the ticker, people. IDO Security Incorporated, a developer of the innovative Meg shoe scanning device, today announced that the company has installed the Meg shoe at the Penitential Poarta Elba prison in Bucharest, Romania. Say that 5 times fast. So it looks like they're installing their Meg shoe in a prison in Romania, following the company's participation in the Israeli delegation to the 2012 Black Sea Defense and Aerospace Exhibition in May 2012, and demonstrating the Meg shoe at the ICPA Regional Conference in Bucharest, June 14th and 15th. IDEO Security has begun a pilot program in the Constance prison. I'm sorry, people. I cannot read or talk this morning clearly. It looks like they sold the Meg shoe to a prison. They're doing a little test run here. So good news for the company, utilizing their proprietary, revolutionary safety technology or whatever they're doing. Oh, you got anything to add on that one, Sumo?
No, just that the yesterday was key. Got through the chart, got through those moving averages. Looks like the stock's in a little bit of a recovery mode. And I was watching the level 2 into the close yesterday. It was pretty strong. Nice action into the close. This morning, it looks like it wants to gap up a little bit. It's already traded at 45 cents pre-market. Looks like they want to open it around 42 or 43 cents. Key resistance point I want to point out on the chart is going to be this 48.5 cent mark right here. Notice back in May the stock had a tough time getting above this, and then after that resistance is going to be 56 cents and then 74 cents. So these are some key resistance points because these are the swing highs from the past. So we always want to look for resistance. If they can break through this 48.5 cents, chances are it could go into the 50s, and then if it could break this 56 cents, could even see some more upside. So the indicators are looking good. I like the activity lately, and we're going to keep it on watch.
Nice. I just want to talk about one, and I would appreciate it if you get that toilet flush ready for when I'm done talking about it. We're going to do a little segment that we call Haas bashing the shit out of dilutive pile of shit companies. All right. First one I want to bring up today is actually a stock I was really, really bullish on a little while ago. Back here in May, it made a little run from about 002, 003 area up to 1.3 cents. They were putting out good news. And we saw Bert hop on the ask above a penny here, and he just did not stop. He hasn't stopped. Relentless, dilutive selling by the company all the way down to a close at 0012 yesterday. They've been putting out good news even within the last week here, and we see yesterday $162,000 day 85 million shares traded, and just a big frickin' red candle, and that just pisses me off. So, without further ado, Sumo, please give me a toilet flush for EMWW for the morning.
Hold on a second. I don't think that was done clearing the tubes out. That one's such a big turd, it deserves 2 flushes.
Yes, it does. I think it deserves more than that, but just to save time, we'll just do 2 of them.
Okay.
Alright, well, I can't find them all, but another clear seller, diluting pile of crap company as of now. Just starting to put out some news, and there's rumors of promo and all that. We'll see if they stop diluting and actually let it breathe. Nanotech Entertainment, ticker NTEK. This one closed at 1.05 cents yesterday. There's some, the rumors were crappy floating around the boards that there's supposed to be some good promo on this one or something. And we have a big red fat candle ruining anything this company ever had going on the chart, building up accumulation. $342,000 traded yesterday. Down. Seller, dilution, absolute piss. Pisses me off.
Well, that's why it's tough to play these things without a tight stop. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. You go into a trade, you're expecting huge upside, all of a sudden it starts to get squirrely on you, starts to go down, doesn't go in the way you want it to. Folks, At that point, it's time to jump ship and move on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get stuck holding a bag. We've seen it in time and time again. I've been a bag holder many a times, my friend. And you're learning from one of the best here. I've been a bag holder city, so anybody that says that they trade pennies and they haven't been a bag holder before, they're lying.
Oh, geez, you got problems if you're trading pennies and you haven't been a bag holder. Because all you see is the limelight. You don't see the bad side of things. But, all these companies dilute, and we know they do. But it's just a matter of, doing it right, slowly, steadily, and not just, killing the bid out like we saw with those 2 companies yesterday. Just kills it. It just kills it. It literally taints their name. Anytime anyone sees EMWW or, NTech posted on the boards now, it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to be 10 times more cautious than I ever would be before when doing my due diligence. What am I going to believe from this company now as they did on me last time was just dump on me.
Shout outs to Jay in the chat room talking about BBDA. Yep.
That's what I was going to talk about, buddy.
Was looking good yesterday into the close. Close at 0036. We've been watching it to try to break that resistance at 003. And now the next key resistance is going to be that previous high of 0039. Man, what an opportunity. After the interview, there was a nice pullback and offered up some nice entry opportunities, and the stock's up over 100% off of that low. Very nice.
Yeah, let's just check DD Amanda, if he can roll over to my screen. I don't know if he's on it. Let me check here. Let's check out the dollar volume here. I mean, you can just see this chart building up. It's just been absolutely sick. Obviously, before we had the interview, they had the major announcement. You got all those flippers in there. But you had a nice long-term base and some big loaders that really believe in this company, which is nice to see. And so we saw the big spike, the big dip, but it held that 0015 area for the most part. And it just slowly, steadily just kept rising a little bit. Had a lot of trouble with that high 002s, 003 area for quite a while there. Almost, I think it was sitting up there and testing that a few times over the course of a couple weeks. And finally broke through it yesterday, and immediately you saw some major support hidden on the bid side of things once it broke that 003 level, because that was just a big mental resistance because it had so much trouble with it. But I mean, look at this. You can even see this on DD Amanda, just on this chart, how long it was kind of just hanging here in that high 002, 003 area. with very, very little volatility in the share price. You know, it's just kind of like finished 0028 one day, 0029 one day, and you know that's with a few million shares sitting on the ass. There was a 10 million share seller around that 003 area that they're just slowly but steadily working through. Finally broke out yesterday with a nice green candle. Obviously, some buying came in on that break as people were watching it. And, you know, not massive volume compared to what we've seen over the course of the last month. You know, we had a couple days back here where we're seeing over $1 million traded, a couple hundred thousand days, and, you know, the rest are $150,000 days. But compared to the last, you know, 2.5 weeks, you know, the dollar volume looks about double. So we'll see if that momentum continues into the end of the week here. Obviously, the company has tons of good updates coming. The most recent one they put out was July 26th, so about 5 days ago. You know, producing first brand extension for their Coma Unwind beverages, Retreat Cola. That's supposed to hit the shelves in Q4 this year, so that's a new product for them. Also, Coma Unwind Liquid Relaxation, heading to the Brickyard with Go Green Racing, so a nice little sponsorship there also in July. And, you know, obviously they're putting their products in Walmart pretty soon here too. And I think people are expecting news on that. So, real good stuff. Nice one, Jay. I know you're talking about that one pretty much every morning in here, and we do love BBDA. That was one of my favorite interviews that we've had, and I fully believe that CEO is going to do everything he said he was going to do. So hopefully they start bringing us some big revenues, inking some big deals, and start that buyback. Because once they get this share structure in order, which it seems to be, I mean, most of the shares are in long hands, even when you're looking at over a 2 billion outstanding share count. So if they start a buyback, I mean, this thing could freaking move. I mean, they were talking 50 to 100 million in revenues within, you know, a year or two. So good stuff. Love this company.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. All right. Another one I want to bring up, just because I was mentioning on this one on the boards in the tens. That is where I own shares, actually. Kind of stayed quiet for a little while. There were a lot of rumors floating around about a big promotion to hit. But I actually love the fundamentals of the company aside from any sort of promotion that was hitting. And the growth prospect is ESP Resources. The ticker is ESPI. This one kind of got a leg up yesterday. We had some pretty good dollar volume coming into this. Let's just check that on TD Amanda real quick. Yep, as you can see back here, this is, you know, later July, a couple of bigger volume days up around that 10-cent area, kind of hung around 12 cents for a little while, and some slightly lower dollar volumes. And then yesterday you get a $180,000 day, which is the highest dollar volume this stock has had in all of 2012. So, you know, something's going on. Big green candle yesterday. It looks like it's a nice little breakout on the chart for the most part. So why don't we take a look at that after I'm done talking about this too, if you could pull that up, stock Sumo. But, I mean, key thing with this company, potential for some major contracts with some of the bigger oil and gas companies. Basically, they're an oil and gas services company. You know, they service pipelines, different types of things like that. But, you know, they're bringing in some good revenues, and they've been showing some very significant growth. Let's just look at this revenue outlook for Q2 2012. ESP Resources, Inc., an oil and gas services company, reported preliminary unaudited revenue results for the Q2, and they're expected to be in the range of $5.5 to $5.7 million for the quarter. So, I mean, you're talking 20 to 25 million in revenues on a non-growth forward-looking basis here. And the stock sitting down at that 10 to 12 cent range was a market cap of, I believe, like 5 million, if I remember correctly. So, way undervalued. And whether this is, you know, the beginnings of some sort of promotion or, you know, just measuring up to its valuation once people start recognizing the undervaluation here, we'll see. But hopefully that momentum continues today. I know a few people are holding the stock, but one to definitely keep your eyes on. I think we're going to see some good money around this one over the next week or two here. Chart.
Which one did you say again?
SB. Jesus.
What's the ticker?
ESPI, I'm sorry.
Oh, ESPI. All right.
Yeah, I suppose
I got it confused because I was looking at another screen and it was KCG. It's hitting my scanner, and I got it confused because I wanted to talk about that one. But we'll go back to it. Okay, SP. Notice back here in May had a nice run up from 8 cents, 8.5 to 15 cents. It was as low as 7.7 in April. Had a consolidation, lost support once it broke below this 200-day moving average. She lost support and tried to get above the moving averages here, but had a tough time. Fell back below that 8.5 cent mark support area, and now we've been seeing some nice volume come into the stock, and we've seen an uptrend, and it broke through these moving averages, which has confirmed the run. And notice after it made a nice move, it consolidated a bit, but held support above the 50, 100, and 20-day moving averages. And it's now holding support above the 200-day. It dipped there below there a couple times, but didn't look like for very much. This one day, this big candle right here, this hammer, looks like it dipped right to the 50-day and then bounced right off it to close above the 200-day. And it's been holding above that 200-day ever since then. So I like that action right there. And notice yesterday was key because we broke above this last swing high resistance of 15 cents. So yesterday hit a new high of 17, and it's in beast mode right now. I like that. RSI is up in the power zone. Notice the PPO is also getting up there, and these lines aren't even showing any hint of convergence or like a cross is coming. Doesn't even look like that. If anything, this thing's jacked up and splitting apart, so that looks good. Slow stow well above the 50 overlay, up in the power zone, holding there nicely, and blue bars on the histogram are all stacking up nicely, so volume's picking up. Everything looks good on the chart on ESPI. Definitely want to see it hold support above this 200-day moving average at 12 cents. All right, back to you, Austin.
Hey man, which one did you want to talk about?
Well, let's bring up the scanner real fast.
Okay.
KCG is at the top of it. It's been beaten down past few days. Notice this chart that I pulled up on KCG. We'll pull it up real fast. Fell off a cliff yesterday, and definitely want to see what's going on there. Must be some bad Knight Capital Group. Okay.
Wow. Let's see what they got going on here. Knight Capital provides update regarding August 1st disruption to routing in New York Stock Exchange listed securities. Let's see here. They must have had some sort of nutty issue, man. Let's see here. I'm looking for an August 1st update for us. Okay. Let's check this press release. Volatility rocks the U.S. stock market, halts some trading. New York Stock Exchange is looking into potentially erroneous trades in 148 securities. Knight Capital Group examining trading irregularities, and traders report unusual price moves, heavy volume. That came out post-market yesterday, I believe. They gave an update this morning, it looks like. Let's check this out. I'm assuming it means some bad stuff for the company. Knight Capital Group provides update regarding August 1st disruption to routing. Knight Capital Group Inc. today provided an update. As previously disclosed, Knight experienced a technology issue at the open of trading at the New York Stock Exchange yesterday, August 1st. This issue is related to Knight's installation of trading software and resulted in Knight sending numerous erroneous orders in New York Stock Exchange listed securities into the market. This software has been removed from the company's systems. Clients were not negatively affected by the erroneous orders, and the software issue was limited to the routing of certain listed stocks to New York Stock Exchange. It looks like Knight had traded out of its erroneous trade position, which resulted in a realized pre-tax loss of approximately 440 million US dollars.
Ooh, no wonder why the stock's being beat up.
Oh, whoever did that, oh man, if that was really the software, if it was a person, that sucks. You're looking at a market cap of 681 million at the close of trading yesterday, and they just lost 440 million.
Well, that would explain why they're down another 52% today.
God, that is just that makes me smile. Even the big boys screw up, people. Even the big boys screw up. Oh man.
Wave, W-A-V-E, up 364% on my scanner.
No.
Yeah, it's gapping up huge, $1.16 by $1.17. What's going on there, Haas?
Siffy, were we looking at Wave the other day? I'm checking out the 8K that they just put out, but some big deal. On August 2nd, 2012. NextWave Wireless Incorporated announced that it has entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by AT&T Incorporated, a Delaware corporation. In addition, the holders of NextWave's secured notes have entered into separate note purchase agreements with AT&T. So it looks like a buyout for NextWave Wireless, and I'm not sure if they provide the details of the actual buyout here. See if they put out some sort of separate press for it. Yeah, merger agreement and note purchase agreement with AT&T. Definitive agreement to be acquired by AT&T. Looks like $1 per share, plus a contingent payment right representing a $25 million interest in an escrow fund representing up to approximately 95 cents per share. Interesting. So buyout, man. It's good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I think we talked about this one before, definitely.
You were sick.
It definitely rings a bell.
Looking at the chart last week, I think, or something. Can't remember.
BBDA just punched through 0036, 0037s are up. Key resistance is going to be that 39. Could break that 0039.
Yeah, there's always some big asks on this one, but the bid side of things is usually pretty good too. We got a 5.4 million bid on 0036, 500,000 shares on 37 there. 4 million shares traded there so far. Let's see here, what other stuff we got going on.
DIRV, I saw this thing moving yesterday. Direct View, something or other, it's up another 35% today. It's at 2 cents, traded up 1.5 million shares.
Let's take a look at SB. It looks like it's moving up, moving up.
Apple, I want to see if this thing holds above 600. If it does, I may take a shot at some calls. If it doesn't, I may take a shot at some puts.
Mm-hmm. Have you been playing the put side of things quite a bit too? I know Siffy says he doesn't dabble in that too much, but...
Well, it's tough to be a bear on Apple just because this thing beasts so hard.
That's scary.
So let's just see what these things are trading at. Let's see, the $600 calls are $4.50. The $600 puts are about $4.
Got LGBS Legends Business Group getting lots of action early on this morning. I'm guessing there's a promo. We got 4 million shares traded. 0091 up 26.4% last trade. 009 by 91 spread. Level 2 looks real thin on the ask. Let's check the mailers. You get any mailers on that?
That thing's been on promotion before. I know Einar is on a promotion, and that thing is moving as well.
Really? That
Yeah.
Let's see.
GMCR had a big gap up this morning. It's up 18%, and it just pushed to a new high a day of $21.32.
Wow, Einar's looking beastly. Let's check the news on Einar.
AWWI Alpha Waste has some volume, and it's got some uptick action going on. 2.2 by 2.4 on 171%, and it's 583,000 shares traded. AWWI. Those $600 calls are now $555. Apple's up to 602.65. They were as low as 430 this morning. They're back to 545 right now.
Pretty good there. Looks
BBDA. Go ahead, bud.
No, we can go to BBDA first. That's cool.
Yeah,
Looks like-
BBDA 3.7 on the bid and 0038 up on the ask.
I'm gonna ask this morning, man. I keep like, is he done? Is he done? Is he done? Yeah, hop through those 0037s like you mentioned. The 00939 area is kind of key resistance point. It's not showing that big ask. It was a little while ago, but it's probably either E-Trade or UBSS once we hop to that level. But good volume again. I mean, 8 million so far.
You can see why I'd want to stick with these Apple calls. The calls went from 450 to 580 pretty fast. I mean, you could get a quick gain like no problem.
Oh, DRWN was getting some action this morning. This one's kind of been hammered down a little bit. 0006 by 0008 right now, but we have 32.8 million volume so far today. Looks like it's pretty thin on the ask side of things, up to at least 001 area. Then it hops to 006. I don't see any toxic market makers for the most part. Up 100% so far on the day. Last trade at 0006. Looks like Vert's on the bid too. I always like to see Vert on the bid.
Apple's back above 603.
Big sales coming in our DRWN now.
That AWWI that I caught on the scanner keeps moving up. It's up to almost 1 million in volume now, and it's 2.6 up on the ask. 3 flashed for a second. It's up 220%. Looks like you got a low floater there.
Yeah, that one looked pretty thin when we had it on level 2. I got it up right now. It's 2.5 by 2.6 right now. I wonder if they have news or something. Let's check that out. AWWI, do you know of any promotion on it? Have you gotten any letters or anything?
No, I haven't.
Okay. They haven't put out news since late June that I can see, but let's check out the board here. Let's see who's on this baby. Infinity Beggar and Simufax. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's kind of on a newsletter promotion, sort of, kind of.
Oh, you know what? Look at that. I just got an alert from one of the ones that you were thinking about. Yep.
Yep.
It says they have not been compensated for their email. I looked at the bottom of their disclaimers, and it's a Momo play.
Okay.
Said could be a 2-day run. Let's see how it goes.
That's who I figured it was. That's
Yeah.
He's actually a pretty honest dude. I like him. And he's not always compensated. Sometimes he brings plays where he's not compensated. But it's moving well so early on today. We'll see if it can.
All right. We got BBDA at the key resistance. UBSS is on the level 2 for 10 million shares. If they can get through this 0039.
Oh boy.
Looks like it hit a high of 004 already today. It must have clicked there already. So the bids are building at 338. She's moving strong out the gate.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more bid support. There's a tap on 39 right there. We saw the same thing at that 0029, 003 area where you got a couple of bigger asks sitting there that people just kind of work through over the course of a few days or whatever. But this thing's just a beast, man. It's no bid whacking.
I'm killing myself right now for not getting in those calls at 450. They're up to 630. Apple it wanted to get over 604 for a second. It's trying. It hit a high day of 604.19, and it's at 603.87 right now. Could have been up $2 easily on this. I would have clipped it too. $2 on a if I got in at 450, that's almost 50%. I would have been happy. I probably would have bought 5 contracts, about 2,500. I would have made a quick G note and moved on.
I need to put that term in my arsenal, a G note.
Some nice slaps on the offer at BBDA.
Yes, a couple of decent ones come through. About 10 million left on the ass there. The great thing about BBDA is you're not seeing any toxic market makers on the ask either.
KMAG has been moving up, a little bit every day the past few days. I've been watching it. 16, almost 17% here today. It's at last traded 0062 KMAG.
Oh wow, nice. It's good to see.
It's been inching back up here slowly and steadily these past few days. All right, I'm coming into Apple calls at 635. I don't care. I don't mind buying it up here because I think this thing wants to just break through to new highs of days here. So I'm dabbling. It's at 635. Let's see if I got in there. Oh, they passed me right up. I'm in on the bid. Let's see if they come down and fill me. Nope. $655s are going strong now. Apple just hit a new high a day, 604.30. I'm going to cancel that order and wait till buy it on a different pullback. 675, 680's up. Apple's up to 605.
Your wave hit a high of 141, sitting at 131 by 135 right now.
It would have been nice if I got them at 635, but I'm just getting left in the dust here. IDOI just busted high a day. 43.5 cents is the high a day currently, and that's what's up on the ask. It's up 6% on 353,000 shares traded. And Apple looks like it wants to go to 605 plus. I'm going to move over to the 605 call, see what they're doing. They're currently trading at 320. Oh, 390 rather.
Looks like Active Health Foods. We've seen this one kind of hot every now and again. 005 by 0052 spread right now. It looks like pretty good bid support on that 0048 to 005 area. The ask side looks really, really thin, at least up to the 006s. They put out news this morning. 2 million in volume so far. Last trade 0052 up 73.3%. Let's go check out that news. These are, I think they just put some products into GNC stores a little while ago, or signed some sort of deal with them. And let's see, looks like they have a sponsorship here. Active Health Foods Incorporated, the maker of Active XTM 100% organic certified, 100% natural, kosher, and vegan certified energy bars, and all natural flavors. Geez, this description is long. Has reached an agreement with UNFI UNFI, a leading independent national distributor of natural, organic, and specialty foods and related products, including nutritional supplements. So it looks like a nice little distribution agreement here for AHFD. 5.2 by 5.4 right now.
Apple's just hit a new high today, 605.90. I got in the 605 calls at $4. They're currently at $4.25. Looks like it's going to go back to 610 possibly. In that event, I should be able to sell these for 75 to 100% gain. We'll see if it can hold above this 605.
Good stuff.
The 605 calls are up to 440. The Apple just busted out through 606. And see if she can hold above that 605. Come on.
I'm going to check out this K-Mag on DD Amanda. Let's see what sort of action we've had. Oh, is it going to update for me or not? Come on now. Slow this morning. Let's check out the iHub. I think they had some pretty significant June revenue update, but that was about a week ago or so. I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
We might as well look at the 610 calls just for the heck of it. And they're trading at 225. It looks like they're at the high of day here. Apple looks like it wants to go to 607 here shortly. It's up to 606.67. The high of day is 606.73 and a half. The 605 calls that I brought up when they're at 390 are now up to 465. Jib Apple.
That K-Mag chart looks really good. I do say so myself. Especially after yesterday's nice little break there. 6 million volume, 6.4 by 6.5. Looks like SB 17 by 17.5 cent spread. DRWN kind of dying down a little bit around this 0005, 0006 area. HFT hanging. Let's go check the scanner. Ooh, Genta. Yeah, I could have called that one. You watched GNTA yesterday at all?
Yeah, they had something out in their 8K about their clinicals in China that they didn't release to the public. That was out on Monday, and people got hip to that, and a bunch of newsletters went out on it, caught that news before it hit the fan, and then the thing just had some huge volume and traded pretty well yesterday.
Yeah, look at it today. Can we pull that toilet flush back out at least one more time for the show?
Oh, no problem.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you with Genta. This is also a stock that I've kind of had on my eye on ever since I started trading. I mean, this one has provided some of the most lucrative, best trading opportunities ever, but they're also one of the most diluted pile of shits. They like to reverse split their stock over and over again. So you just gotta time it right, and you need to take your profits as soon as you possibly freaking can. I don't care if they have a cancer treatment or drug in trials or anything. The only thing this company does is dilute. They run their stock, they pump it up, and then they dilute the piss out of it and reverse split it. So just keep that in mind if you ever decide to trade Genta, because this is very likely to happen the day after they stop promotion. Or any good news comes out for that matter. They see, oh, our share price is up 200%. Let's dilute the piss out of it tomorrow. That's exactly what we're seeing right here. Mm-mm. I need to find some new stocks to look at right now. I just don't want to think. Thinking's way too difficult. Alright, let's see here.
They dipped those 605 calls real fast down to like 390. They're back to 420. Apple dipped just below 605 for a second, and it's back above 605. It's 605.47. See if it can hold above the 605. Looks like it wants to go back up here.
Man, it is a rough big board right now. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing anything else major. Should we call it a show for the one?
Sure, why not?
Let's do it. Stay safe out there, traders.
Keep those stops in tight. STT, we're out.
Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio. All views and topics talked about on Stock Traders Talk Radio is solely for entertainment purposes. We are not professional financial advisors and always recommend you seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Never invest in any stock featured on our show unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. The information contained on our show is based on sources which we believe to be reliable, but is not guaranteed by us as being accurate, and might not be a complete statement or summary of the available data. Stock Traders Talk Radio advises that the investments in companies profiled are commonly considered to be high risk, and use of the information provided is at the investor's sole risk. Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio.